Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Clemson Tigers. We stay this game, Colin. Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We check in with her now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. They are thrilled with the way their running back has been able to get in and grasp their concepts quickly. As you know, this Heisman Trophy contender is a transfer, but he literally hit the ground running, and Coach said he's been a big part of our success so far this season, and we are not surprised that our team is performing so well because of the way he's been able to produce. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will have the ball first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They put the brakes on him.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Johnson. Makes the grab in their space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
The Tigers are flying down the field. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Out wide right, it's Wesco. Turning it on. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely
Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the return, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And onto the field comes Malachi Hosley. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Hosley. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Play action on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Moore. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Hits inside. It's Johnson. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with third and a yard.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keep...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wide open. He's got the first down and maybe more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. There he goes. Got some room in to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Number 81, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it at the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Leaves it in his belly. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Got a little grass. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Long way to go on second down. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Setting up the screen. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Right side, it's Brown. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Wants to keep it in the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The handoff to Johnson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give. Uh-oh, look out. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. And They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. On the draw, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Sees an alley. Crosses the 40. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 11 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Catching up with Coach Brent Key at halftime. Coach has asked his team in the locker room at the half to get back in control of this game. They are so excited to be playing in this rivalry matchup, a game they won the last time these two teams met. But right now, on the road, they have got to be sharp and focused, make sure execution is a priority here to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things feel here from the sideline when we come back. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Moving the pocket, it's Mendoza. Looking left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Wesco's got it in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He's changing the play. The play fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Complete to start this drive. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. In the backfield, it's Harris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Out wide right, it's Addison. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give, it's Hosley. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Harris. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Tight end finds a soft spot. Run ends there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Hold and finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Finds his man on the RPO. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The fake and wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Wesco. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got to make the play on 4th. He wants to go deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
They want that clock to run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tells to fake. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. There's a crease. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First,
going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move.
Looking long. Holds it in on the left. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right.